Hi everybody. I want to go over how to find an article on your debatable topic using an internet search. So for our example, we're looking at the issue of antibiotic resistance and whether farms should not use antibiotics on their farm animals. You have looked for an article using a database in Credo to get some good background information, and now we're looking for another one using a general internet search. So in the search bar, you can put your same search terms that you used with finding your database article. Usually Google or even Bing are a little better at handling longer sentences or longer phrases, but we'll still put in antibiotic resistance and farm animals. Let's see what we get. So of course, with an internet search, you can get a variety of materials, some of which may not be relevant and credible and sources that you want to trust. So it's your job to look very carefully at what you find and make sure you're making a sound selection. Here we have at the very top, antibiotics overuse in animal agriculture, a call to action. This is from the NIH, a government site, so that's a very good source. It's a little on the old side. It's 2015, so we may want to see if we can find something a little more recent. Here's a review of antibiotic use that's even older. Good source, but a little bit old. Here's one from the CDC, and we don't see a date here. Down here we see one from the CDC that is 2022. Antimicrobial resistance, food and food animals. So that could possibly be a good article. It certainly meets the currency and the source, the authority. So that may be something that's good. This one is from the WHO, the World Health Organization, from 2017. Not quite as recent. A little bit more than 5 years, but pretty good. So you might look at that one. Here's one from PETA, which is the organization that tries to prevent animal abuse. Obviously, they would be skewed. So this one would probably not be a balanced article. Might have good information, but it's definitely going to have a bias to it. Here's one from The Conversation, which is a journalism site, generally well-respected. 2020 is pretty recent, and so this could be a good article as well. And so you go on through and see what you have, where the article is coming from, what the date is, and so forth. Looking for government sites, education sites, organization sites, but you have to be careful about bias, so that may not always be the best source. And you can use a .com if you know that it's a respected newspaper source or journalistic source that would tend to be relatively balanced. Let's just look at this conversation piece. And looks like it's relevant to the issue, how drug misuse in livestock farming is a problem for human health. It's quite recent, and then you can look and see more about what the article is all about. You, of course, will need to either print or save or in some way be able to keep this article so you can go back to it, and you'll need to make sure that you have all the information to cite the article, including the source, the date, the title, the author, and for anything you find on the internet, you need the full web address or URL of the location of that article. So your goal for the literature review is not to necessarily take a very clear side on this issue. Right now, you're just trying to get articles that explain what is going on in this issue. So again, this particular article looks like it might work very well, but again, many others that you saw in the search could also have worked as well. All right, good luck in your search.